Good morning, dear student of class 7th. Welcome to online classes from LPM Public School. I am a science teacher. Students, as I have started this chapter and the previous video of my chapter Nutrition in Animals, I have already explained you about what are the various steps in nutrition. Means, first of all, I have already explained you what is nutrition. Getting food for requirement of energy in our body, so that by the help of that energy we can do our various works. In the previous video, I have explained you about the various steps, various processes in the process of nutrition. In first, I have told you about the ingestion, means the way, the method by which any unicellular or multicellular organisms takes food in their body is called ingestion. The only difference between a unicellular and a multicellular organisms is that unicellular organisms has no any proper organs for either in taking of food or for digestion or for absorption or for throwing out the waste material from the body. There is no any proper organ. But in case of multicellular organisms, the organisms has got its proper organs for taking of food inside their body, for the digestion, for the absorption, and a proper place from where the undigested food material, the waste material after digestion of food which creates, that is removed out from the body, is called egestion. So, what are those topics, student, which I have explained yesterday about the ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Again, I am repeating you what I have taught yesterday. Ingestion, what the food, either the unicellular or the multicellular, takes the food inside the body is called ingestion. I-N-G-E-S-T-I-O-N, ingestion. And when the food is taken inside the body, it reaches at that point where the food start to break into simple form, so that our body, the energy which is released from that after digestion of food, can be absorbed easily. So, in digestion, the complex food material is broken into simple form, in such form that body could absorb in it. So, after ingestion, the next step is digestion, means breaking the food in smaller particles in such a way, in such form that body could absorb it. Next, it comes absorption, means after digestion, the energy that is released, the body absorbs in its body, and those absorbed energy is stored in the body, so that body could utilize that stored energy whenever the body is doing its function. There is requirement of energy, and there the energy is utilized from where? From where the body has stored the energy. So that stored energy, the body absorbs the energy and stored it, and that stored energy is utilized by the body from time to time. So the utilization of the stored energy is called assimilation. Utilization of absorbed energy is called assimilation. And there are few waste materials. The food is not totally digested. The waste undigested food particles is called the waste materials. which should be removed out from the body. So removing out of the waste material from the body is called egestion. So there are 5 steps. First is ingestion, second is digestion, then absorption, then assimilation, and then egestion. Hope so, students, you have understood the various processes performed under the topic nutrition. Next, students, I am going to explain about such microorganisms which is an unicellular organisms that has got single cell in their body. Neither they have got any special organ for moving, for taking the food inside their body, nor they have got any special organ where the food is digested, and neither they have got any proper organ through which the waste material is discharged. So such organisms about which I am going to explain today is the amoeba. So this is the figure I have drawn you about the amoeba. Here you can see the figure of amoeba drawn by me. Here you can see there is no any proper organs, just this is the amoeba has seen the food which I have named prey. So it start moving to just take in the food. They have not got any mouth like us to take the food through it, and nor they have got leg or hand to catch that food and put inside their mouth. So they extend their body part. They extend their body part further where they see the food. Towards their food, they extend their body part to catch the food. So extension of their body part, or you can say moving forward towards the food by their false feet. They have not got any feet to move, but by the help of their body, by extending it and creating it as a false feet, they move towards their prey. So that false feet is called the pseudopodia. P is silent. Pseudopodia. 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 This from any part they can move. Okay. From this way, this way, this way, this way, from any part, because they have not got any proper system for walking, they have not got any leg or hand. So from any part of the, from any angle of the body, they start moving. Okay, wherever they see the food, if the prey is here, they start moving in front. If the food is here, they start moving this side. If the food is here, they start moving back side. Okay, from any part of the body, they extend their body part and start moving. So by the help of that false food, they move towards its prey. So the name of that false feet is pseudopodia. Just here I have drawn a figure of amoeba and a prey in front of it, and here the nucleus is there and the cytoplasm is filled inside the body. And this is an empty space called contractile vacuole. This is the prey, means the food of the amoeba. And here, amoeba in this figure, second figure, you see it starts moving towards its prey. First the prey was outside, and slowly it was starting moving its false feet to bring the food inside their body. Slowly, slowly the food is coming closer to its near the prey by extending its false feet, which is called the pseudopodia. Here you can see I have written pseudopodium forming a vacuole. When they move further to hold that food, as they move their body further, a gapping comes between the food and their body, and that empty vacuum gapping is called the vacuole. That gapping is called the vacuole, which is created by their body and between the food. Between their body and the food, a gapping has been created. That is called the vacuole around the food. Pseudopodia, when this pseudopodium form a vacuole, empty space around that food, so that when the food comes under it, in that empty space, their body release many digestive juice, many enzymes, such enzymes that will break this food into simpler form, in such form that body would absorb inside the cytoplasm, that energy. So here the cytoplasm is filled up in this body, and here what you can see, here in this figure of amoeba, you can see the body has already taken the food inside their body. The amoeba body has already taken the prey inside them, and there is an empty space has been created around the body, around that prey. That empty space is called the vacuole. You can see here an empty space has been created. An empty space has been created around the food. So this empty space is called the what? Vacuole. And in that empty space, its body releases various enzymes to digest that food. So here I have written digested juice secreted in the food vacuole. In this food vacuole, its body releases various type of enzymes that will digest this prey. Okay. Now further, the food has been digested, and the energy that is released from that digested food is absorbed by the cytoplasm. Means the energy what is released after digestion has been absorbed by this cytoplasm present inside their body. And the undigested food materials, again by the same process, they don't have got any special organs to throw the discharge, to throw the waste material outside their body. So again they slowly opens their body so that the food could be removed outside their body. So in this figure, the last figure, you can see in the last figure, student, you can see the undigested material is voided, means given out of the body. So this is the waste material which the body has thrown outside the body. Okay. So student, today I have explained about the nutrition in amoeba. By the help of the figure diagram, I have explained you how they didn't have any particular organs for taking the food inside their body. So the way by which they take in the food inside their body, they don't have any falls, they don't have any feet nor any mouth, so they just extend their body part further to hold the food inside them. That false feet is called the pseudopodia, and when that food comes inside the body, an empty space has been created around that body, and in that empty space their body releases digestive enzymes, digestive juice to digest that food. And when the food has been digested, the energy that is released from that food has been absorbed inside their body in the cytoplasm, and the undigested waste material is discharged out, removed out of the body. So students, up to today, this was my topic, what I have explained yesterday. We will move further in this chapter, but whatever the homework will be given by me, you must write it in your fair copy and learn it. And you also must draw the figure of the amoeba in this process, in this sequence. Okay, the nutrition in amoeba. So student, hope so you have enjoyed the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.